Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me here today as always. And it's a cloudy, overcast day in St. Louis, Missouri today. Hope it's great wherever you are in the world. Today's topic is going to be the 16 Commandments of Poon. I don't know if you've ever heard of those. I run onto them about a year or two ago. I actually did a video on them a long time ago, but I thought I would go over them again for myself and for you also. It's a method or an idea or a way of interacting with women where they respond favorably. It's what women really like. Now, if you ask women if they like it when a man acts this way, they're going to say no. Now, there are a few enlightened ones out there who realize and recognize what they are attracted to. But in general, most women don't know why they're attracted, why they lose attraction, and what they are attracted to. Now, I know many women would argue with me about that, but I've seen evidence to the contrary. So, before we begin, hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We have a video coming out every day at, what time? 4 p.m. Central Standard Time during the week, and 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on the weekend. So let's go with the 16 Commandments of Poon. Number 1, never, never, never say I love you first. Only to your mother. Your mother, maybe, but never say I love you first to a woman. Now, I'm not only saying that these things work because of what other people say. I've experienced both of these. I've said I love you first, and I've not said it. I've held off on saying it. Women like it more when you don't say it as much and when you allow them to say it first. And they may even complain, you never say I love you first. You just say, I do too. They don't want to hear it first. Don't ask me why. I don't understand why. If you don't like it, go talk to the big guy. He can explain it to you, but that's just the way it is. Women want to feel like they have to overcome obstacles to win a man's heart. Well, I lost my place. There we go. Okay. They crave the challenge of capturing the interest of a man who has other women competing for his attention. Make her jealous. Make her jealous. Okay. Number 2, make her jealous. Now, that definitely goes contrary to what any woman would tell you and a lot of men would tell you. Now, that doesn't mean that you kiss a woman in front of her. That's not what they're talking about. Let's see. Flirt with other women in front of her. Do not dissuade other women from flirting with you. Women will never admit this, but jealousy excites them. Women are not like men. They like a little drama. Some women like a lot of drama. If you've seen a profile where a woman says, no drama, I'll guarantee you that woman has had a lot of drama in her life. My last girlfriend said there was too much drama in the relationship. Well, we were having little disagreements because she was out partying and putting herself into dangerous situations with a bunch of her gay friends. I have nothing against gay guys. I have some really good gay friends and gay clients. Great guys, okay? But the fact is, as a man, I can't protect my woman when she's out running around all night, partying and drinking and being in dangerous situations. She had several situations where it became physically violent. She was right there in the middle of it. One time a policeman did something. She doesn't even know that I know this, but see, that is drama. I don't have that type of drama in my life because I don't party and I don't do drugs. I do socialize, I get out there and I get around, but I'm not involved in that, how do I say? Well, I guess it would be a criminal type of atmosphere because it is against the law. But now where she lives, I'm not sure if it is or not. But regardless, it becomes a dangerous situation when you have a lot of people together drinking and doing a large amount of drugs. So it can be very dangerous. Okay, so that's some drama right there. And thus, if you're with someone who has a dramatic life, that drama is going to spill over into your life. And you don't need that. You need to focus on your goals, your vision, your purpose in life. And it's damn near impossible to have an emotional attachment or to feel, to have a girlfriend like that, and you stay focused on your goals and mission, if you're wondering if the next call you get is going to be from her in the hospital or somebody killed her or whatever, you just don't need that. So vet carefully. All right. Number 3, you will make your mission, job, not your woman, your priority. Okay, and back to what I said earlier, if your woman is not cooperating with you and she's out doing this with the girls and the guys, whatever she's doing, having lunch with a friend from work, this kind of crap is going to mess you up. All right, you have to keep things in perspective. If you have a woman who wants to do that, cut her loose. Now, a lot of women will say, oh, that's small energy, or you're insecure, or who hurt you. Has nothing to do with that. You don't need to be wondering and worrying or concerned about what she's doing. She needs to be cooperating with you. She needs to be standing behind you. And if she's not, cut her loose. You don't need that. You need to set boundaries at the beginning of the relationship, what you expect from her. She can either comply or you can say goodbye. Simple as that. Your priority is your mission, your goals, not a woman. Too much today, especially here in the U.S. and basically globally, it's about, if you just get the right women, get the right woman, or women if you like more than one, like I did when I was younger. But the point is, there's just so much focus on if you get the right woman. No, you become the right man, and you don't have to go looking for women. I have never had trouble finding women, all right? Only when I was looking for them, only when I was trying to get one. That's the only time I ever had trouble, and I've had a lot of women. As you know, I've been married 4 times. I've had many lovers in my life. I don't have the numbers that some of these studs have today, because it was a little different back in my time, and I never kept track. Okay, I never counted. It wasn't like that for me. I loved being with women. I loved women. It was just, for me, it was an experience. So it wasn't like I was trying to notch up. I was never a guy just to go out. Well, I can't say I never just went and had a one-night sex thing, but I had to like the girl. I mean, I had to have some kind of an emotional attachment with her, even if it was just for like meeting her in the evening and we got together and we had a good time and we clicked and we were together. I've seen guys walk into a brothel, walk in there, grab a girl, go back, come back out in 5 minutes and leave. See, that's just not me. I've never been with a prostitute that I paid for, okay, in that respect, because it just doesn't excite me. Once you fork out the money, where's the challenge, right? So what's the point? Okay. Let me see. Despite whatever protestations to the contrary, women do not want to be the one. Yes, and they will protest against that. Women don't want to be the one. They don't want to be the focus of your whole life. I've almost fell into that. I think I have somewhat in my past. I've had the privilege of being on both sides of this fence. I've been the player, the Chad as they call it nowadays, and I've been the, I won't say the beta, but I've been the provider, okay? I'm sure I had some beta traits, maybe too many of them. And I'll guarantee you what worked well was the Chad. The beta provider did not work worth a crap. They all lost respect for me, they disrespected me, and then I left them, and then they wished that I hadn't have. But by then it was too late, because I gave them every opportunity to straighten up. But it doesn't work that way. You have to straighten up. You have to learn to withdraw your attention when she's not acting correctly. I mean, really, it's like training a dog. Now, see, that's going to piss some women off, but it's similar. I mean, you have some women that say you got to train your husband, and maybe they do. I don't know. But the point I'm making here is it's the way you act, they're going to follow your lead. If you're weak and insecure and needy, they're not going to like that. They want to follow someone who has some strength. Let that man be you, or they're going to find somebody that it is, and it's not you. And guess what? You're out, he's in, and you're broken. Until you get over it and learn what you did wrong, correct it, and move on and grow stronger as a man. Okay, don't play by her rules. Never, ever allow the woman to set the rules. I've done that to a certain degree because here in the U.S., well, you got to compromise. It's a 50-50. Guess what? That doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I mean, I see guys all the time that, oh, I'll have to go ask the boss. Now, they may be joking, they may not be joking, but if you're the man of the house, you're supposed to be the leader, regardless of what mainstream media tells you. If you're not the leader, guess what you are? You're the follower. And women were not, I say, created to lead. Now, there are exceptions to the rule, but in general, they're not. So remember that. Very important. Don't play by her rules. If you allow a woman to make the rules, she will resent you with a seething contempt even a rapist cannot inspire. The strongest woman and the most strident feminist wants to be led by and submit to a more powerful man. True, and I will say this, in some of my relationships, since I tried to be what mainstream media tells you to be, I did not lead with strength, and they resented me. It was almost like they did things that say, hey, stand up and stop me from doing this. But I kept saying, well, you know, it's your decision. If you want to do that, that's fine. I even had a couple, the last 2 or 3 women I was with, tell me, they said like this, tell me what you want me to, tell me what to do. They would be in a situation, they said, tell me what to do. But I had been taught, since I quit being a Chad, that, well, you need to allow them to make their own decisions and their own mistakes. That doesn't work. They lose respect for you when you do. If a woman comes straight out and tells you, tell me what to do, then you need to tell her what to do, because she doesn't want to take responsibility. And one of the main characteristics of women is they never want to take accountability or responsibility for what happens. A good example of that is you should watch Will Smith and, what's her name, Jada or whatever, his wife on the Red Table Talk. She went out and had an affair, okay? And hey, I've done that too. But she wouldn't come right out and say that she betrayed her husband and her family. It was like, for her, it was a journey. It was an experience. It was all about love. No, she cheated on her husband. She lied to him, probably lied to her kids, and who knows who else she lied to. She betrayed the trust they had between each other. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe they had some kind of deal, but if they had some kind of deal, I don't think they would have been out talking about it like that. But the bottom line is, she betrayed the marital trust. Maybe he did too before that, I don't know. But she cheated, simple. But they will never come right out, and I won't say never. In general, most women will never come right out and say, yeah, I lied, I cheated, I betrayed my family. Huh, what about that? That's what happens. Hey, I've done it. I betrayed my wife before, earlier. When I was younger, I did that. It all came back to me. So you reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. But I tell you what, when it comes back around, you can learn valuable lessons from it. So that's all we have for today. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to my new subscribers, and I will talk to you tomorrow.